Welcome back after the break. You join us right in the heart of the action here on the pit lane as the pit lane window has just opened. There's around about 6 drivers who are going to change over, and the front 7 were all doing it solo. So let's go and grab some interviews with some of those drivers who have already changed over. Now we're just with John Lemaster, handed over to Craig Denman. I know you're not particularly happy with that, but what happened?
Well, the conditions were very changeable. So sometimes it was raining down there by Island, and sometimes it was raining at the other end. So that was very difficult in itself. But then I was keeping up with the top 3 cars pretty well, and then one of the super sports cars that had been running behind us tried to pass me here in the first corner and just punted me off the track. So I had a big spin and fell way behind at that point. But now Craig's in the car, and hopefully he can make up some of the ground and at least get us back up into 4th.
Well, I know you're eagerly watching, so I'll let you get back to that.
Thanks.
Now, James, obviously pretty happy with that, coming in P1. I can see there's a little grin forming there.
Yeah, there is, yeah, very much so. I wasn't expecting anything out of this weekend, so second in trophy, and to bring it in P1 for Andrew to take on, yeah, happy.
Fantastic. Now, obviously the circuit, I know, dry in some places, wet in others. It's pretty tricky out there.
Yeah, and it seems to change lap on lap because there's rain showers, but they don't happen on the whole circuit, so yeah, it's interesting.
The wonderful June weather. Well, anyway, I'll let you get back and watch Andrew.
Yeah, thanks, Gary.
Now, Lee, just handed over to Ben. Obviously, not exactly how you wanted it to go, but how are you feeling?
No, I struggled, really. Pretty simple. You pile into some bits and find they're totally wet, and then you get to other parts of the circuit and it's bone dry. So a little bit lacking experience for that bit, really. So good luck to Ben. Let's see what we can do in a second stint.
Well, let's see what he can do. You never know.
Thank you.
Now, Matt, next, this has obviously been a bit of an experience. It hasn't been the best weekend so far, but that was a fantastic way to go into your first race.
Well, it was fantastic experience-wise. Had a bit of a bad race because spun off a couple of times. The weather was probably the worst weather I could have started with, but first race out of the way was a brilliant experience.
So talk us through, no qualifying. You had to go out under the safety car during the lunch.
Yeah, it's a bit of a baptism of fire because, like I say, the car was we were behind schedule with the car. Didn't get out for qualifying. Managed to fix it through some help with some of the locals. Got it out behind the safety car, got some laps in, and to be fair, the race was probably my first experience as anything at pace, really. So it's really good.
Well, it was really good, fantastic. I'll let you go back and watch the rest of it.
All right, thank you.
As we join Andrew Bentley on board then, as he heads back out into the race, being very careful not to exit the pit lane before his time is up. Time ticks down, away he goes and into the race, making a very fast exit from the pit lane after taking over from James Little in the Elise Cup R. He heads down the avenue then towards Cascades, will be right on board with Andrew Bentley. Onto the brakes for Cascades, he rolls the car in, the long fast left hand downhill, lets the car run all the way out to the exit curb. Full power then down the straight towards Island Bend. Very minor brake, off the brakes, he rolls the car through Island, back onto the power, all the way through there before hard on the brakes for Shell Oils. Down 1 gear, rolls the car to the bottom of the hill where it's adverse camber, a little bit slippy than he's expecting. Big armful of opposite lot from Andrew Bentley. Former runner racer, raced many things, racing GT cars as well. Very good driver coach to James Little as well. He attacks the curves through the chicane, chases the power on. Armfuls of opposite lot from Andrew Bentley then. He powers over Clay Hill and down to the second chicane. Onto the brakes nice and late. Slows the car down 1 gear as he rolls the car through the right and the left. Chasing the power on all the way through. Small lift for the right-hander. Knickerbrook before he powers up the hill towards Water Tower and Druids. 4th gear towards the tallest tree and now through the left-hand kick of Water Tower. Absolutely flat out there, onto the brakes. For Druids, rolls the car through in 4th gear, keeps it in 4th. Chasing the power on, being very careful that crest on the exit of the corner. Before being hard on the power, then down towards the final corner of Lodge. Onto the brakes, down to 3rd, rolls the car in, watches out for the camber. All arms and elbows from Andrew as he fights the car in these difficult wet conditions. Powers up through Diz, Link to complete the start of his first lap out onto track as he filters into the production battle. So Marcus Jewell ahead of Adrian Hall and Ken Savage, whose lights are flashing as he chases down Adrian Hall in the open class Lotus Siege. Adam Knight ahead of Andrew Wright. Adam Gore, though, your current race leader. Craig Denham now at the wheel of the John Lemaster entry. Anthony Dillon having taken over the Stuart Ratcliffe car, current championship leaders then in the production class, as Adam Ballon makes his way through the back markers of the production cars. And that is Ryan Savage defending it from Daniel Rowbottom there. It's a close fight between those two. Ryan Savage having a difficult run in the Elite Trophy race, much better this time out in Cup UK as he goes to the inside to defend from Daniel Rowbottom into Old Hall Bend. And while he's at it with one car, Ken Savage's father's defending, getting all over the back of Marcus Jewell then as they go through the chicane and through Knickerbrook and up the hill. Marcus Jewell coming under pressure then from Ken Savage. Alex Reed currently wrapping the circuit, running just outside the top 4 at this moment in time, chasing the power on through a very difficult damp section of circuit. He heads down the avenue towards Cascades. He's got a few of the production cars just ahead of him to negotiate through. Adam Gore, though, continues to lead at the moment in round 4 of the Lotus Cup UK Championship from the Oulton Park circuit. So calm, so controlled, so measured through there. One of the Brooks brothers getting very out of shape there. To ride back on board with Andrew Bentley down towards the chicane. Currently leading then in the production class. His teammate did all the hard work in the early part of the race, and Andrew Bentley now at the wheel. He's just managed to pull away from Ryan Savage and Daniel Rowbottom while fighting for 2nd and 3rd place as well. Ryan Savage all over the curbs then on the exit of Knickerbrook as he powers up the hill. But Adam Gore entered into Lodge for the final time and will come through to take the checkered flag at the end of the 60-minute Lotus Cup UK race from Oulton Park. A deserving winner, great drive from Adam Gore, starting 5th place and taking the win then. Coming through in 2nd place will be shortly Adam Ballon. As he waves to the crowd, gives the marshal a round of applause. James Little, Andrew Bentley going to win the production class then. Ryan Savage just behind him. Ryan Savage should have done enough then to hang on to 2nd place. He charges through to the line. Andrew Bentley takes the flag to win the production class, followed by Ryan Savage and Daniel Rowbottom at the flag. So Daniel Rowbottom takes 3rd on the road, just behind Ryan Savage, who's put in a faultless drive in this race to recover from his earlier setbacks in the Elite Trophy race.
Let's take a look at those overall results. Adam Gore back on the podium in 1st position. Adam Ballon closely followed in 2nd position. And Alex Reed in 3rd. Adrian Hall on 4th and Marcus Jewell in 5th. Now in production class, a fantastic drive from Little and Bentley giving them 1st place. Ryan Savage a 2nd place and Radcliffe Dunn finishing up in 3rd. Alex, congratulations. Well, being on the podium is becoming a regular thing now. It's a fantastic race.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, getting on the podium is something I like to do, so I want to do it as much as I can. But yeah, I started in P2. At the beginning of the race, it was sort of dry, and then it started raining really hard. All of us except Adam Ballon was on the dry tyres. And so going into the last corner, I think 3rd or 4th lap, I forgot to turn my ABS down to a lower setting for the wet, and I just ended up locking up and going straight through into the gravel. And from there, to be honest, just worked my way up. Fortunately, there was no damage, so yeah, just kept going and made it to 3rd place. So I think I finished with fastest lap as well, I think. I'm trying to get all the points I can and the least ballast possible for Spa. So
fantastic. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Adam, congratulations, back on the podium, back on the top spot, qualifying in 5th and making your way right through the crowd. You must be happy.
Yeah, I'm really pleased. Obviously, thanks to Rob Boston Racing. So yeah, we got a good start, and a couple of the guys went on to wets, which may have been a good call if it rained, but it didn't rain enough. So yeah, I was able to get away. It was brilliant.
Some good choices and the smile back on your face.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about time.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Adam, congratulations. 2nd place finish. You must be chuffed.
Yeah. We did a call, put us on wet tyres to start with. It nearly worked. 5 minutes more rain and it would have been perfect, but not quite.
Fantastic. Well, it was a good race. Congratulations.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
And about to cover everybody with...
Now, guys, congratulations. Winner of the production class. I caught up with James. He was smiling halfway through the race. That was a fantastic finish by Andrew and a great start from you.
Absolutely, yeah. Andrew did the business there at the end, so very, very happy.
Now, Andrew, obviously it was a great handover, but the circuit was wet and dry in different places. It was still quite tricky out there.
It was tricky. James definitely had the worst of it in the race, dry, wet, and then drying again. And I jumped in, and for me it was a bit tricky because I only had 3 gentle laps in the wet this morning to qualify. So I was, in comparison to the other guys who I was racing and trying to get away from, they had a lot more experience of the track. So I knew I had a gap, and it was a case of, you know, managing that gap and being sensible and bringing it home, and that's exactly what we did. Top step of the podium, win, more points, and we're looking forward to Spa now.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now it's time to catch up with Ryan Savage. Just finished the Lotus Cup at UK race, moving up 1 place and finishing in class second. Fantastic.
Yes, it's great to finally get back on the podium in Cup. Frustrating year in Lotus Cup, but we've done it, and just got 1 more race today, so hopefully we can get another podium.
Well, let's hope so. You must be getting a little bit tired now, nearly 3rd race in.
It's very hot in the car, but change your clothes and we'll be all right.
Fantastic. All right, we'll let you cool down.
Thank you.
Stuart and Anthony, congratulations, 3rd place. That was a fantastic race.
It was, thank you very much. Yeah, we did quite well. Started from the back of the grid with an engine problem, so from the pit lane, in fact, went well, really. I was quite surprised.
Certainly. Well, the circuit was still pretty tricky all the way through, wet and dry in different places, not knowing where it was raining and when it was raining. It must have been a tricky drive.
Yeah. Well, there was a dry line by the time I got out there, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, if you go off that line, it was really slippery. But yeah, Stuart did a mega job, really good job, best job he's done so far. So yeah, really good. So I just had to chase him round, really.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at the overall championship standings. Ken Savage still in the top spot with 135 points. Adam Gore closely followed behind with 134 points. Then the battle commences between Alex Reed, Adam Ballon and Adam Knight. Then taking a look at production class, Radcliffe Dunn have 91 points and Little and Bentley closely behind with 83 points.